Welcome back to Let's Play Tycoon City, New York, with me, Squawker. And when we left off, we've upgraded Washington Square Park, and for some reason I've actually hired the most popular bus. What is going on? This busker is insanely popular. Everyone's coming to do the octopus right now. I mean, Jesus shit. But while these people have their joyful, random, weird, satanic ritual dance, we've got other opportunities to deal with right now, folks. And just before we jump into today's opportunity, which is the Halloween parade, I should point out that just after I hit the end record button for the last episode, right after a notification popped up from the game, Halloween Parade is in fact the final opportunity we will be playing in Greenwich Village. So this is basically the final boss of this district before we move on to building up more of New York. So there's more to New York than just Greenwich Village, but this is all we have for now. So we're going to play the Halloween Parade, and then we're going to wrap up Greenwich Village once and for all. So what do we have to do? Scare yourself silly with the ghouls and goblins in Greenwich Village by helping to organise the annual Halloween Parade. And that's simple. I'm just going to spam jugglers everywhere, and then this guy, because geez, god damn it, you are so popular today, Busker. Even though you have managed to thankfully mute your shit guitar as well. Anyway, let's get away from the small-minded people of Greenwich Village over there. Let's focus on the big-minded people of Greenwich Village. I mean, Jesus shit, my burger bar's jumping by the way. Loads of green flying out of that. My shopping street's doing amazing. But right, what do we have to do? Well, we don't get a cutscene, but to trigger the Halloween parade, we must develop the area surrounding the route by 2 PM October. It's June right now, so, and we also need to achieve a district happiness rating of 80% for all locals in Greenwich Village. Right. But this street here, I believe, is the route for the Halloween parade. So what we need to do, we're just going to have to spam out buildings all along this road here. So that's alright for me. So we're already 79% developed, so we need to just basically keep on trucking. So what do we have on it? We'll start here then. We'll start with these boxes. I already control a little bit of land here. I've got my theatre, so I'm near the student area again. But I think we should dip our fingers into the residential market a little bit, you know, because we've been unlocking a lot of residential stuff like these row houses, these apartments, even a luxury apartment, but we haven't really built anything yet. So let's give the population of New York a boost. We can put some houses here, then put some businesses here to make money off them. So we could build a big brick tenement, big ornate one. That is, ooh yeah, that is good. But that will cost me pretty much all my money, and I need to have enough money to build up this entire street, and I want to build it up in a decent pace. We could go for row houses, which are smaller and cheaper, but I think overall building this tenement would be cheaper. Can I just get the description for it? Accommodation like this ornate brick tenement is some of the cheaper rent found in the area, especially for people who have been here. Alright, so this will attract about middle class people then. Alright, I'll do that. So one nice £100,000 tenement, and you know what, we can make our money back while I'm upgrading this place, but there we go. Right, we're starting to upgrade this area with my nice big tenement. It looks sweet. Let's get some info on it. Can hold up to 70 people. Happiness, we don't really know yet because people are obviously going to start coming in, and there's general needs and stuff. So we'll use this as a launch pad for developing this street here, which we're going to call Halloween Street. But let's start off with some... Oh, hello. At certain times, news reports will appear in the opportunities panel. These are time-based and will disappear from the list after a short amount of time. News reports occur at either 7 AM each morning or during events. Okay, well, what's the news bulletin then? What's the scoop?
They say it takes a village, but here in Greenwich Village, just one person has made all the difference. By increasing investment in businesses and student life, this community hero has created a vibrant district for students, artists, and leather-clad village people of all stripes. As you can tell from the high spirits of those hanging out here, even Washington Square Park was given an extreme makeover, and at long last, she looks pretty. From a very happening Greenwich Village, this is Darlene Delaney for TC24 News. Back to the studio.
Really, all I did was plant some trees and hire a busker who can't play the guitar, but fair enough. It looks like I'm finally getting the recognition I deserve. Looks like I'm a hip and happening person, basically making Greenwich Village hip and happening. Yeah, I like where this is going. Good, good. I'm getting recognition. But right, let's focus on what we were doing. So let's get back to upgrading this tenement. It's already getting a few people just coming in and out. What's our clientele in this area? We've got female retired activists. Oh, we're getting old people in this building. All right, fair enough. We'll make an old people street then. You know. Greenwich Village may be hip and happening, but we also remember we've got to accommodate all people, you know, because this is an anything goes district. Anyone's welcome here. Every man is a brother. So let's add some aircon to keep all the old people nice and cool when the summer heat comes around. Then let's add equipment, satellite dish so they can watch Jeopardy all the time. Is Jeopardy a show old people watch, by the way? I don't know. Over here, the old people quiz show is Pointless, and Pointless is actually not just an old people show, it's like the best show ever. I mean, it is amazing. We could add some trees, by the way, or some shrubs, or... Ooh, hello, hanging now this is going to be cool. Hanging baskets, right. Let's add some nice ones, like maybe some pink ones. Let's have a look. Yeah. There we go. I like this colour, but let's see what other colours we have. Let's try this one. This is a better colour, right. I'll do 1 and then 2 of these. We'll have a nice little pattern going. So right, 1 of these, 2 of these, 1 of these, 2 of these. I'm going to run out of upgrade credits actually. I'm going to spend them all on fucking hanging baskets, but I don't care because you know what? It looks really cool. Now let's get our progress. So we're on 83% development now and 71% happiness. So looks like happiness might sort itself out on its own. But there we go. Now that's looking better already. Some nice hanging baskets just really brightens up the area as a whole. And we also still have other things to add. So you know what? Maybe let's keep up the theme of trees and shit. Let's add some nice trees in this area. So add a birch tree here, add a birch tree here, and you know what? I'm gonna call it a day on that building. That's nice. That's looking nice and green, and it's ready for Halloween. And that was actually quite a nice rhyme. Let's see what else we can build now. So we do have all the old folk moving in here. Let's just quickly jump back to the information panel. Oh god, hey, upgrade panel, don't go away up there. God, this panel seems to clash on this game. Got 21 folks living here now. Business rating is good. Obviously we're not going to make profit off this, or maybe we do. Maybe people do pay rent. I don't quite understand. Average happiness of these people is actually okay, but it is pretty much just old people getting. So let's select an old person and see what do they look for in New York apart from.
Hey, you and me, we should grab a beer.
Yeah, we'll grab a beer later, old dude. Can I just select you? Thank you. So this is TJ Howard. He's a nostalgic grandfather at the age of 58, living in my brick tenement, and he's going to Hertz car rentals, which I'm guessing we don't have, but he needs to feel safe, and he also wants a street cafe. Now that's a good idea actually, but what do they think about, by the way? Grandparents like to make trips around Manhattan not only because of its great atmosphere and man-made beauty, but also because of its shopping is the best in the world. Like most elderly people, they look for comfortable clothes, gifts for young relatives, and delicious NYC food. Well, the street cafe might be right up his street then, so let's see. Fast food, yep. So everyone loves a cafe, the perfect place to sit and watch the world go by while sipping coffee and chewing some hash browns. Cheap enough to pull the poor, charming enough to pull the privileged. Alright, so we can get a little bit of everyone then. So we'll squeeze this one in here. Leaves a little bit of room here, which I could pop in a building of the same size, so that's all good for me. Let's add in a nice little street cafe. And then we'll just give it a few upgrades, and then you never know, we might get business from all these perks. You know, you got food on your doorstep. That's what we need, food on the doorstep. So let's see. Let's give first things first. We've got to have the ever essential sign. So there we go. Cafe. That's what we're going to call it. Just the cafe. No fanciness here. It's going to be cheap, cheerful, and clean. I just add in some nice little canopies. There we go. Now it's looking better every second. Right, what can we add then? So we've got display items. Yeah, nice little menu. Stack of newspapers. I know I complain about they're probably going to get nicked, but you know what? I trust these old folk here. You know, I can sit down and read the paper on my nice, amazing outdoor table, which I'll just provide now. Let's see. I can fit a small one, I think. Yeah, look at that. I'm going to pop it here though, and then do I have enough credits to add a waitress? Yes, I do. Armed with the steak and spaghetti that New Yorkers love, and yeah, but that's actually pretty much all I want to do. But I'm just going to add a neon sign as well, just to so everyone knows that this place is open for. There we go. Now that is looking nice. Got seating, got staff, got a menu, got newspapers. These old people will be flooding to my cafe. What else do these guys need? What do these geezers want apart from a street cafe? Because I've just built one. This one would like a Chinese restaurant for some reason, but I don't want to put a Chinese restaurant right next to a cafe. What else do we need? Street cafe? No. Chinese... Oh God, come on. What is it with the old people and the Chinese restaurants? But this is a retired activist as well. What do retired activists look for then? These politically active veterans have seen it all, and as the saying goes, don't remember the 60s because they were definitely there. Mellowed slightly from the years of excess, these days they paint and campaign for left-wing causes, remembering fondly when Manhattan was a more dangerous and less commercial. So I guess we're looking for stuff like charity shops then, I guess like thrift stores. But yeah, thrift stores, comfy clothes, that's what the old folks like. I can't afford one quite yet, but yeah, I'll add a nearly new clothing store. That should maybe pull in some of these left-wing people. I just need to save up a few $1,000 for it. I've already got 16 grand. It won't take me long to build up this money. We're making money at a good pace now, actually. But no one's coming to a street cafe, which is upsetting me a little bit. I mean, come on. Oh, wait. Hey, my first customer. Who are you? Trish Ward, a female poet, but whatever. Grabbing that newspaper, or at least she's going to decide which newspaper. I think there's only one paper. It's called the New York Daily, which I guess is better than the other New York paper, which apparently is a load of shite. And, ooh, that's nice, she thinks as well. Good, she likes the cafe, even though I don't think this waitress has any idea what she's doing bad, but she just keeps walking here and, like, stroking the table a bit. Like, yeah, yeah, you don't have any idea what you're supposed to be doing, do you, lady? You're just gonna wander around. But, oh, well, here's my second customer, by the way, Bailey Gray, a female musician. I hope she's visited the lingerie store, actually, you know what, let's visit the lingerie store while we're just waiting for those last few pennies just to come flooding in. How's it doing over there? You know, ever since we built it, made some nice sexual profits and sunk the nearby hairdressers. How are we doing? Let's have a look. See, information please. 93% business rating. Those flowers and the leaflet girl really are bloody paying off. Profit yesterday, it came in at nearly $980, so nearly 1,000. So alright, we're making... Oh, this is what I like. Everyone is loving this place. Just no negative reactions whatsoever. Good, right. How about the affordable dress store, which I built next to just apply a little bit of extra business. Satisfaction once more through the roof. Information, let's see. Profits aren't as high, but actually no, profits are climbing. So right, it's doing better than it did yesterday. Good. We're doing good. And how's Mr. Retard's hairdresser doing? Oh, it's making quite a big profit, but its business rating's at 56. What do we know about the customers then? But they're a bit hit and miss. How's mine doing then? How's my way better hairdresser doing? Let's have a look. Ooh, still very mixed indeed. But I think I'm getting more customers. I got 121 customers yesterday, and oh, look at that. 3 grand made in profit yesterday. We're already more than halfway to, well, we're not more than halfway, but we're pretty much halfway to beating that. So you know what? I think we win the hairdresser wars for now. And on top of that, I have enough to build that nice, nearly new clothing store now. And people are coming to the cafe. We're starting to attract a few people in this area thanks to my amazing tenement. Right. Let's add a nearly new clothing store then. That'll keep the activists happy. And that also seals up this area here. So made this area nice and clean, though. This whole street here is just one great big wall, which is between this big tenement here, which I should have noticed really, and then my tenement and my big new clothing store. Right, let's get some upgrades going then just to make this clothing store just a little bit better. Let's start up with the ever essential sign. So come on, let's get the main sign going. Nearly new clothing. Let's add an extra sign as well. Let's add one of these lights. There we go. Nice little separating sign. So nearly new clothing. Got to have your ever essential business canopy, of course. Let's go for the red one. That's looking awesome now. Right, what else can we add then? Let's see. Shrubs, display items. Yeah. You know what? Let's have a nice shirt rack. We just got the nice old people here. I'm making a nice little calm street here. So yeah, let's just add a nice clothing rack so you know people can browse outside. And then add the open sign. Everyone knows they're welcome here. And just for a nice little finishing touch, just a few shrubs just to make the place look a little bit friendlier. Now that's looking good. And that brings the development rating up to 89%. So we're making good progress. Happiness has jumped up to 72%. So what else do these old folks need? Man, is that all who lives here? Are we getting any like diversification? Nope, just old people. This is a retirement home now. And this person still what? Oh, this guy needs a bookstore actually. Yeah, bookstores. Old folks like their books, or a video rental. No, he can't decide what he wants. Right, I'm not talking to him then.
Hey, how are you?
Oh, she'd like a video rental store actually. Yeah, I guess we could go for that. And I think my mouse just accidentally disconnected. That's because I was... Oh, hello. Congratulations, you have been awarded 10 landmark bonds today for achieving an empire value of $1 million. Oh, ho, ho. Well, look who's made it now. 1 million buckaroos. Right, what's that put me on the top 10 then? Because that's all I care about. I am now the 12th richest dude, robot, killer deity in New York City. I'm just about, what, 11 million behind Mr. Frank Goldstein, so... Don't get complacent, Mr. Goldstein. I think once we complete this opportunity, I'll be knocking you out. But I think we will go for the video rental store now. I guess some nice videos for the old folks to rent, you know, just to entertain themselves on those days when the weather isn't nice and the town and the, you know, and the streets of New York are just a bit too bustly, hustly. Let's see, home entertainment video rental store, 32 grand. Fuck off, right? What's cheaper? Clothing stores, bookstores, a florist. Oh yeah. Oh no. Yes, an antiques dealer. Get some antiquing in. That is gonna seal my reputation with these old folks. Right. Let's just wait for the. We just need another 5k in the bank, and then we are ready. By the way, what's going on at the newsstand? Any information? Nope. Just still the same newspapers we saw the other day. Anything going on here? By the way, I could get some beer here as well. Or a picture of a sheep. Cool. How's the cafe doing now, by the way? Saying, ooh, quite a few people coming in actually. This is what I like to see, right? And overall, yeah, look at that. We seem to do very well in this game. I mean, it's obviously not because I've played this game several times before, but we just seem to. It just seems that everything we do, we seem to just make the right decision. We just add all these upgrades, and then people just come in. You know, 64% business rating already. What's the sphere of influence like as well? Who do we reach here? Pretty much everyone actually in this town seems to have a high opinion of me now, so good. I'm becoming popular. Everyone knows my name. Everyone wants to live in New York because they get to live with my businesses. This is exactly what we need, right? Anything else we can look at, by the way? Any other, like, filters we can look? Profit filter. Yeah, these are profit. Yeah, I think we know what profit filters are. So basically... Red's bad, green's good, and oh, overall actually my profit rating's good. Some of my businesses are struggling a bit, but that's because they're new. Let's have a look on Shopping Street. One business is definitely struggling. That is the artist material shop. It isn't doing too well, so Sandwich Board Man clearly isn't picking up the slack. Even oh bloody hell, but the business rating's 99 though, so maybe there's just not enough clientele here, or it's just not making enough money compared to everyone else. But yeah, everyone's still coming here, so yeah, I don't know what's wrong with the artist material store, but it seems to be popular enough, so I don't know why it's making not a lot of money unless it just sells everything for cut rate prices, which I can't control for some reason, but whatever. Let's get our antiquing boots on and go antiquing now, because that's what we're going to do. So let's get an antiques dealer. By the way, what's the info? Antiques can be a superb way to decorate an apartment with a dignified and cultural air, or alternatively can be bought as investments for the future. It takes an educated eye to tell the bargains apart from the junk though. But these should help out the old folk here, or not. It gives me an orange symbol, so maybe they're not that keen. What about a florist? Oh yeah, they're like a florist. Cool. Or a lock. Oh yeah, because actually no, that old guy was saying he needs to feel safe. A locksmith will be the perfect place to do it. You know, if you've locked yourself out of your apartment or car, call a locksmith. He'll be able to circumvent your lock and then replace it with a brand new one with a shiny set of keys. So that'll make these people feel nice and secure. So there we go, 17 grand, well spent on a nice little locksmith. We'll get it upgraded and then we'll just build, well, you know, get the signage going, keep on developing the area. What's our development rating now, by the way? It's jumped up to 90%, so we're nearly there. Happiness is at 73%, so it's still climbing. But I have to admit, it's not going up as fast as a student one. But then again, this time we're having to satisfy everyone. So maybe but then again, if I can just capture this little niche market I've made here, get these guys satisfied, then we can work on all the other little niche markets. Then with all the niche markets happy, then we get one big happy family. That's going to be my strategy. So let's get the main sign going. So there we go, everyone knows it's a locksmith. Get a nice little canopy going. There we go, nice and green. Right, what can we add? We've got equipment, bench. Yep, sit there while your lock's being worked on. Actually, there's not a lot we can build here. You know, we can have some box trees, some planters. Yeah, we'll have, there we go, some nice little plants, and maybe just another sign as well, just to spend the last few upgrade credits. Let's add like a nice little side sign. Yeah, that looks good. Locks, that works. And yeah, little mini sign as well. Keys, there we go. Everyone knows where this is down. By the way, traffic's getting a bit bad. Then again, we've got like nearly 2,000 people living in New York now, so I guess that's why. Right, let's see what else we can do then. So, what else should we build? What do the people need? That's what we need to think about. What do the people need? Let's quickly go to information. Go away, upgrade panel, by the way. Right, so let's have a look. Everyone's quite happy in the area, at least. Getting quite a big need for food and drink, for definite, though. Food and drink is a biggie, though. They're all jumping up and down now. Food and drink, luxury goods. Food and drink and luxury goods are the biggies. Right, so I think some of them did fancy a Chinese restaurant. I mean, there is a street cafe there, so they can't ignore that, at least. So yeah, I'm gonna add the Chinese restaurant, because 1 or 2 were asking for it, and you know, it's nice to have some exotic food every now and then. So let's see, if Chinese restaurant, 35k. Fucking hell. That's gonna cost us a bomb. Is there anything cheaper we can build? We could build a French restaurant, but I think that might just alienate the local people. Oh, a dive bar, yeah. A dive bar could work, mate. Oh, wait, hang on a minute. Why do I suddenly have 24 grand? We must have suddenly just got a massive income boost or something. Right, Chinese restaurant, fast food. I don't want to add a burger bar. Food stores. We could have a grocery. Actually, you know what? Since we got that random boost of like $20,000, I think we could probably just wait until we have the 35k. Let's see what other tools there are in this game to look at. By the way, we've got districts and population. So yeah, the only place we know at the minute is Greenwich Village. Then we can get a big breakdown of all the businesses, but let's face it, they're owned by everyone, so yeah, I'm not going to bother out. What about population then? Well, let's have a look at a population breakdown. So we can actually look at every little... Oh, hello. Yes! Top 10. Nice. I have killed that other guy, Mr. Goldstein, and now I am in the top 10. I am on a fast track to fame now, or at least a fast track to wealth. So I've made $1,036,000 in my total empire value, so that puts me as number 10. So next person to take out, Consuela Vanderbilt, who is just $500,000 above me. So look out, Consuela, I'm coming for you once I build that Chinese restaurant. Is that guy who owns a shit hairdresser on here, by the way? No, he's not. He must be some randomer then. But still got a long way to go until I beat Gregor Stoyevazant, who's still on his 56,000. Look at him with his smug bastard face. I still don't own the tallest building in the city, by the way, but we'll amend that one day. Anyway, what were we looking at? We're looking at the breakdown, weren't we, of... game progress, by the way. Here's all the game progress. We've built 21 out of 202 total available buildings. We built none of the landmarks. We've unlocked 1 out of 13 districts. 5 out of 54 opportunities are completed. We covered 22% of the world, and we don't have the tallest building yet. Right. Anyway, districts and population. So what we've got is we've got a clear breakdown of all the people here. So what we could do, we could target the most unhappy demographic and make them happy. But I'm going to build a Chinese restaurant first, because you know what, we've near enough got enough money, and some people here might want the Chinese restaurant. I mean, do you want a Chinese restaurant? No, you want an art gallery. You want an art gallery as well. You also think my locksmith was rubbish. That's not good. But then again, the business rating's 52. What's the opinion? Alright, maybe just humanities students aren't very keen on locksmiths because, I don't know, humanity reasons. But I think we're doing okay with at least the old people and the art students. You know, they've got to protect all their work and that, and you know, we've got a bench for Mr. Afro Man and Mr. Vest Man to sit here with their heads, which are definitely way too large for their bodies.
What a dump!
Hey, don't you dare call my place a dump, you bloody bitch. I don't know how this place survives. Well, where are you going now? You're going to a coffee bar. Is it my coffee bar or is it someone else's coffee bar? Not my coffee bar. Right, well, I hope you burn in hell then or something like that. It's owned by Sasha Stanwyck. And it's... Oh god, this is a very successful coffee bar actually. Oh well, I think this... Actually, that's going to be competing with... Yeah, it's competing with my coffee bar actually, which is over here. And I think this one... Yeah, it's beating mine, because mine's only got a rating of 77%. and it isn't making as much money. But it's not, I mean, it's still a close race, so it's not exactly like I'm failing or anything. So, yeah. And there's Luca's house, by the way. Remember, we all love Luca. But, right, we've got enough money for the Chinese restaurant now, so let's do the Chinese restaurant now, build that, and while we save up for the next building we need to continue the development of Halloween Street, let's find and target the most unhappy demographic in Greenwich Village, bring their happiness up, and that should help bring up the overall district happiness up to about 74%, because to keep clawing our way all the way up to 80. So, let's start off with fashion. We don't want fashion, sorry. We want the Chinese restaurant, don't we? How silly of me. Right, Chinese restaurant. So one of China's greatest exports is its delicious food, and this restaurant has a selection of tasty dishes like stir-fried pork with green peppers and black bean sauce. That is actually really tasty. And sweet and sour chicken. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really that keen on sweet and sour chicken, if you ask me. It's whenever I've had it, it's just had a horrible aftertaste. But I do like the black pepper sauce and stuff like that. I actually made Chinese-style lemon and lime chicken a month or two ago, and that was absolutely fantastic. But right, let's upgrade our Chinese restaurant. It's already looking quite nice. It's got the red carpet, the red theming and all that. But let's start off with the main sign. So there we go, Chinese restaurant. Everyone knows the lowdown. Let's get a nice red banner going on there. Right, and now let's see, what else can we add? Extra signs. We got, ooh, dragon signs, tiger signs. Yeah, let's add a dragon. That's going to look cool. There we go. That's bringing some colour to the street now as well. That's bringing some nice colours. And we'll add another small sign as well. Let's get like small signs going up here, like a little shopping area. But we've got the little Chinese sign. Let's get the. We can increase the capacity. We can increase the staff. Let's get a waitress then. A waitress is always useful. What else can we have? Lucky cat statue. Yeah, that looks cool. Nice little lucky cat. Display items, menu, cold food. We can write cold here. That's gonna look brilliant. Let's just get the extra tables actually with the remaining stuff. So let's get 2 nice little tables. I want red. Is there no red? No red? No red at all. That doesn't look good then. I want something red, something just to match the themings. I mean, we could have green, or we actually no. Well, yeah, we can have this one. We can have like purple. So we'll have two tables just to increase our capacity, which will also increase my profits. We could actually have 3 tables. There we go, 3 tables. There we go. Now that is how we're doing it. 3 tables. That boosts the capacity, boosts the satisfaction. Gonna make a packet off my little Chinese restaurant now, so hopefully with that thing starts getting some people in. We've also raised the development rating to 93% now, so let's jump back to districts and population. Right, well, who's the unhappiest person in here then? Carefree girl and carefree boy. I don't care about children. Family man though. Family men are finding it difficult to be happy in this city. So where's a family man? That's a stylist. That's an art student. That's another art student. Yeah, I wish I could like teleport to a family man or something, but yeah, I think we're gonna have to look for one. Are you a family man? No, you're a clerk, right? What would a family man look like?
How's it hanging?
I don't know. You look like a family man actually. No, you're a musician, right? You a family man? No, that's an artist. Should be able to tell the twatty haircut and the twatty hat. Hang on, that guy looks nice there. He must be a family man. I mean, come on, guy in a nice shirt, guy in a nice stripy shirt. I see you. Don't hide from me. You're definitely a family man. No, you're a poet. You're a musician. Goth. Poet. Goth. God, so many goths in this fucking area. What is it with goths in New York? Let's see, art student, musician, poet, musician. Where the fuck do family people live? Another musician. Let's try the park. I mean, oh god, there's everyone here actually. Let's come on, there must be a family man somewhere around here. I'm gonna click on every goddamn person. Humanities student, art student, poet, female art student, nostalgic grandfather. Too many people for me to choose from actually. This wasn't a good strategy, right? If I were a family man, where would I go? I wouldn't go to the student apartments, that's for sure. I'd probably live in one of these nice row houses here. and go to the coffee bar for a coffee while I go to work to do all my nice family man things. Let's see, artist, student, artist, fucking stockbrokers,
Hey, how are you?
poet. You must be a yes! Family man, I've got you. Daniel Gonzalez, he's a family guy. He lives in a classical Greek revival house, and he's coming from a bar, and he's going home. Alright, so he's been out drinking. What he would like is a small warehouse office, but what do family men really need? Family men are very comfortable living as head of a family unit, going out to work to put food on the table and a roof over their wives and children's heads. So that must be what the office is for. In the scant time, they're not spending quality time with a family. They enjoy a drink or some gentle sports. So we want bars, offices, or a sports place. I don't think we have anything for sports. Let's see. Try recreation. Work and recreation. Social. No, we don't have access to any sports facilities. But we do have social activity, but that might not really work. Offices for... Ooh, offices cost a lot of money. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be building an office anytime soon. Right. I'm just going to focus on the old people, actually. You know what, let's just focus on the grey dollar. This guy needs a hairdresser. So, right, we'll build a hairdresser here. I'm going to continue building up my empire of hairdressers. Because, as you know, I am the hairdresser tycoon of the area. And we can nearly enough afford one. We just need another $1,000. So, bring on another $1,000. By the way, it is July, so we actually... still have quite a bit of time to get this parade ready to rock and roll. Not all the time in the world, though. We do need to be fast. We do need to be ready. So come on. $22,750. Coming my way. I can build another barbers. Keep these. Why would old people? Actually, no. Old women would need a barber, wouldn't they? Because, well, the hairdresser, you know, they can do their blue rinses and get their hairs done, do a perm. But why would you go to a hairdresser if you're bald? Like, do you want to get your head waxed or something? Your head polished? Might actually feel nice to have your head polished, actually. It would be really cool. I don't know why I'm so rude to bald people. One day I will go bald. Baldness runs in my family, so I've got to enjoy my hair while I have it. But let's just keep up the themes of this. Not going to bother with the neon scissors. That doesn't appeal to old people. What does appeal is the twirly whirler, of course. There we go. And I've got 11 points left to spend, so we can add on the display items. Don't want to go for the neon sign. That isn't going to work. But what we could add is... get the bench going, of course. We've got to have a bench. Benches are awesome. Get a tree going. And I've got 3 upgrade points left. So, add a fern as well. Just a nice little... there we go. That's nice. That's nice. Tree, fern, bench, signs, done. And that brings our development rating up to 75%. Happiness has jumped up to 74 now. So, we're getting close now. So, right. And we're getting a few more people wandering around here. We're starting to diversify, because obviously our sphere of influence will stretch to the student apartments and some of the other residential things people have been building. This guy needs an art house cinema, for example, but we already have one. I'm not building another one, considering how shit the other one mine's doing. I mean, are you still doing awful there, Mr. Art House Cinema? Let's have a look. Even though this place is still absolutely, completely and totally, absolutely overcrowded, it's actually doing quite good. It brought in a profit of nearly $4,000. Business rating's at 92%, so at least it's got a higher rating now, rather than when we needed it to have a higher rating. I had to spend all my money on this bloody theatre here. This theatre better be doing good. It's actually doing absolutely incredible. It's getting loads of customers, massive satisfaction, and it made $10,000 less yesterday. Well, I know which building is going to become my favourite in the world now. What's the top building in the way, by the way? It's still my art gallery. My art gallery is still the best building in New York. I approve of that wholeheartedly, but god damn it, actually my small theatre is second best building in all of New York. So we're dominating here. You know, we've got 1, 2, 3 in the top 10. My Tex-Mex restaurant, which is somehow the 6th, 7th best business, and that's because absolutely hordes of people are just fucking flying in there, because I provide the best toilet facilities in that building, of course, because they are needed. But right, let's see what people need here then, like people who are walking around here, because I mean we still have all the old folks. He wants an antiques dealer, and yeah, that would be a good idea, because I remember the tenement didn't have a need for luxury goods, so we will build the antiques dealer at long last. That was services and showrooms. No, it wasn't. Home entertainment, home and security. $16,500. Right. Nearly got that much money at least. If we construct that, we should be more or less in a good position. Also, hopefully, if other entrepreneurs in this area keep on building stuff, like, hopefully we don't make retard business decisions. Hopefully they build and upgrade their businesses as well. Because one, that gives me some healthy competition to play with. And two, that means they'll be increasing the happiness of the district as well for me, which is what I also need. Can't do everything on my own. Sometimes you need help. And, you know, happiness is now up to 76%. So we are getting better. Well, whilst we're low down on the hairdressers, by the way, who's it competing with? It's competing with mine, of course. But it's also competing with the idiots one. His is actually now doing better than mine. Why? Why is his doing better than mine? I've still got a higher business rating. This isn't good at all. This is shit. Come on, you got to do better than this, hairdresser. Do you need more upgrades? Have I not? Oh, I can't spend any more upgrades on it. Right. I'm going to have to buy his and demolish it so I can eradicate the competition once and for all, which I will do when I have more money. Soon I'll buy all these bastards out with my vast amounts of money, but for now I've just got to start building up my little empire of random buildings, such as antiques dealers, Chinese restaurants, locksmiths and hairdressers. It's a dog's life in New York, just building up all these random businesses, as we look out to the void of green grass which seems to exist here, but no one particularly cares about for some reason. It's just like, yep, void. This is as far as the city goes. After that, it's just green fields forever and ever. It's a strange existence, we know, it's a strange one, but it's the only existence we got after the random nuclear war, which happened for no reason. Well, it did happen for a reason, so elections and shit, and New York got pummeled into absolutely nothing, so now we have to rebuild guided by everyone's favourite killer giant robot boss fight from Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Right, are we ready for that antiques dealer now? We are nearly ready for it. We just need a little bit more money, and I'm so inaccurate with the mouse clicks on this game for some reason. Like other games, I'm not that inaccurate. Well, actually, no, I tell a great big shitting lie there. If anyone's watched me play Rome Total War. Getting so close to finishing Rome Total War, by the way. Nearly got that campaign wrapped up. I think probably within the next cycle we will achieve total victory in the campaign, and we will probably have the House of Brutii wiped out once and for all, which is good because we really did put the thumb screws on them in the last episode, and I look forward to building up momentum in my conquests and probably taking out a few more of their southern Greek settlements. But for now, we're going to build an antique dealer, which will sell all the souvenirs from my campaign in Rome Total War. So let's start building it up, and it's got some fancy ass music as well. Let's get the shop sign going. So main sign, antiques, everyone has a lowdown. Get a nice brown banner going, and obviously let's get the little sign going as well, because that just looks so nice on it. I mean, let's see, what's the symbol for antiques? Leaves. Oh well, better than nothing. We've also got, ooh, these are new window boxes. Yeah. Add some more colour to the area. Make this area just nice and vibrant. That's looking brilliant now. Let's get some appeal going as well. Display items. I'm not really very... Oh, here we go. Antique sandwich board. Yep, because I'm guessing I can't hire sandwich board man, but I can put my little antique sign here, which is good enough for me for now. What else can we display outside the place? Paintings. No, that's more for the art gallery. We can put a jewellery display, but that's just going to get burgled as soon as possible, so... Let's... Oh, wait, we can't put anything out. Right. Let's get a neon sign going, because, yeah, there we go. That'll help us out a little way. I don't feel comfortable putting jewellery out here, like, I really don't, but... I'm going to have to do it just to upgrade the appeal and just spend a few more credits. There we go. Actually... I've put that down wrong, actually. I don't think it should be right in front of a sandwich board, because this guy here, I mean, oh, damn it, now he's looking at it. I can't move it now. Oh well, oh well, oh well. I'll just have to hire bodyguards to keep an eye on it. That's what I'll have to do. But there we go. We've got the antiques dealer up and running. Development rating is now at 96%, so we're getting better up here. And now we just need to get happiness rating just a little bit more. The antiques dealer doesn't seem to be having an immediate effect, but this nostalgic grandfather needs a family restaurant. And why didn't I think of that before? Family restaurants for family men who are currently cripplingly unhappy. Good. That's what I need. Right, family restaurant on this street. And then we also still create a nice little eatery district here with the street cafe, the family restaurant, and the Chinese restaurant. You see, we're making stuff click together now. This is what we've got to do. So a family restaurant will set me back $35,000, which is something I don't have. Great. I also, by the way, have no idea how long this episode has gone on, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to split it every half hour, because I want to, like, get one opportunity done per recording session. So I think what's going to happen is I'm going to split episodes up, so some episodes might not have a proper intro and a conclusion, so I apologise for that, but I think that's how we're just going to have to do it for now, because I think some opportunities in this game won't take me long, but this one is taking quite a while, because we're hitting a bit, we've just got a bit of an economic downturn. I've blown through all my starting capital like I usually do in these Tycoon games, and now I'm just sort of like sitting around waiting for more money to come in. Which is coming in, we're getting bits of money, but we're not getting it very fast, but you know, we're still a small fish, and this Chinese restaurant actually is looking set to build up some big profits. I mean, got a lot of people visiting here. I mean, what's the lowdown on the Chinese restaurant right now? Let's have a look. And by the way, I don't care about you, Dara Reed. Oh shit, come on, give me the Chinese restaurant. I want the information. Right. Business rating is 72%. Pretty much got nearly a full complement of customers. Today it's pulled in over $1,000. So for its first day, it's doing incredibly well. Satisfaction overall pretty high. Not doing so well with school teachers and goths for some reason who are coming here. Engineers aren't really too keen, but we're doing well among the retired activists, which is the people who we are trying to attract here. And since it is definitely, yeah, it is the only people who live here. We just got 11. Well, actually, we've got what, 17 plus 11. That gives us 28 retired activists and nearly about 40, close to 50 nostalgic grandparents. More of a need still in this area. We're starting to. They need activity now. Actually, we need activity. Right, let's get some activities going then as well. Maybe we don't need a family restaurant, but we need activities for people to do, which is something I haven't really provided. So, let's see. Work and recreation, offices, social activity. A punk rock club isn't going to work, a trance club isn't going to work, a disco isn't going to work, a blues club or a lounge club might work, however, and they're not that expensive at only 30 grand, which actually is very expensive, but I already have half of that money available to me. So if we get something up like that, some nice, smooth and quiet nightlife for the old people to settle down in, that is going to work really nice. And actually we should probably build a blues one. That'll probably really help the nostalgia crowd, the local poets and the art students get their fix of culture, because blues really is something that has existed in New York for like nearly 100 years or so now, because like blues and stuff that came from American slaves, the African American community. Then jazz was sort of like coming in, you know, hip and happening in the booming roaring 20s, when like social codes in a way were being challenged and broken down, and then the government fucked it all up and killed the economy off by doing fuck all. Nice model, America, nice model, by the way. Looking forward to seeing how your government ruins everything in the next presidential term, or makes everything better. You'll do one or two other things, or more than likely it'll just be the status quo. But the moon's rising, by the way. It looks like night time once more in New York City. And it's just illuminated by my sploosh sign sending signals out to passing alien spacecraft still. They'll come one day, I promise you, they will come one day. The nights are ridiculously bright in New York, as well as for some reason, despite all the light pollution we should be getting in this area, considering it's really, really bright here, like excessively bright, we can still see the moon, and for some reason we can see absolutely loads of stars, unless these are all helicopters and satellites and stuff. But yeah, this night is ridiculously clear for New York City. But then again, maybe we won't see these stars exist anymore once we start unlocking more districts and then just spamming out skyscrapers all over all over the main area of New York. Because this is just Greenwich Village, the little small fry area of Manhattan. Look, we've zoomed out really far. Here's all of Manhattan, by the way. All non-existent, but soon we'll keep on rebuilding it. But we've got loads and loads of land left to conquer. I mean, we're only controlling just a tiny little bit at the minute, and there's still loads more to do. But for now, I'm just going to sit here and wait for all my money to come in. We're actually getting close to midnight, which means we're about to start the month of August, which is good, bad, good, bad. We don't quite make our minds up on it yet. I think when midnight comes in, I think we must get a big money boost or something as well. This must be like a bonus for all my total profits. Or like all my businesses just hand over all the money they've made. I don't quite understand yet, but let's just see. 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 00 AM. Good. Right, we've got loads more money to play with now. Well, not really that much. But let's see. We've got blues all around. So the Blues Club boasts some great names in blues and rock. Some performers haven't been around. This only supplies entertainment, no, and this one supplies socializing. I need activity. That's what I need, really. I need activities to be built in the area. Perhaps if we just go to culture and tourism. Culture. Tourism. This isn't really going to do anything. Security and services. Luxury goods. Clubs. Entertainment. Shows. Yeah, we don't have any activities, unfortunately. But what's the need for socialising in this building, by the way? Now that I've just realised we can't get activities going. I wish I could read building bios on buildings I can't afford, by the way. That would be useful. Socialising need is actually through the roof at the minute, nice and conveniently. So, yeah. Let's build a lounge club. That's going to keep people, let's get a lounge club going. There we go. It's nice piano music. Smooth lounge. Smooth music for all the oldies. Right, let's get this thing upgraded. Let's make this the most hip and happening place, but smooth and oh, hello. Daily profit of Ivor Eggman reaches $10,000. Good. Let's get that high though. 10,000, it doesn't justify someone who has an empire value of 1 million. We need to be seeing profits of at least 1 million a day. There's the lounge. And let's add in, we got vertical sense, we got star DJ, music. Live music, garage, or dancing. Let's go for live music. What's that look like? Yeah, not bad actually. Or, what about music in general? Nah, a bit too jazzy. Let's go for live music. Yeah, we got live music. That is looking fantastic. Right, and we'll add in a nice little small sign as well as per tradition. Oh, we do have a 3D sign as well, but I think that's looking a little bit too out there for my market, so I'll just keep it at that. Fairy-like canopy, maybe not. I'm going to have just a nice grey canopy there. Right, what else can we add? We can add stuff. We can have leaflet girl. Display items. Nah, neon opening signs ain't going to cut it for this place. I think just some nice shrubbery and some flowers is going to work. Like these nice little planters. Let's see. That's looking fantastic already. And let's just add some nice flower tubs like there. Perfect. Nice flowers, nice calm place. Lounge club, do your thing, make me all the money because happiness has now jumped up to 76%. Let's just get all those smooth music folks going in here. What else do we need then for our folks who are gonna hopefully fall in love with this lounge club, by the way, because I spent a lot of money on it. What is the current need here then in the tenement? I'm just gonna focus on the tenement. That's just because that is my launch pad. What's happiness of people like in here? Massive now. We're getting good, and by the way, I don't care about you. Still got a huge need for food and drink and socialising though. But I suspect the socialising need will start to drop as they start to visit the lounge club, so we'll leave that for now. Other big needs do include culture actually. There's a need for culture in this area, so I guess we could build another art gallery, but I don't want it to compete with my art gallery though, because the thing is, my art gallery has such a high rating, the sphere of influence should actually probably capture this. Let's just go and jump to the art gallery, see if it is caught in the sphere of influence, because if it is, then it's not worth building another one in my opinion. Don't want to just start undercutting my own business here. And yeah, it's actually caught in because we do have a high business rating going on, so I'll leave it at that for now. I will. What else can I build then? What other needs do we have then? So we need culture, food and drink, household items is still quite high, socializing is still massive. This nostalgic grandfather needs an internet cafe, by the way, but I'm not going to build one. A grocery store, though, would be a good idea. Yeah, we don't have any groceries. What the fuck? Let's see. Bars, restaurants, fast food, food stores. How much is grocers? $33,000. Right, that's a lot, but I can afford it. And hey, someone's built a business here. Who's built this here? What is it? A cab firm. Right next to my theatre. Well done, you're ruining my cultural area here. Bastard. But right, just under $10,000, I can get a grocery store going. That'll allow these old people to buy some food and stuff, and also all the students to buy their food. And then we can probably get the development rating up higher, because it looks like, yeah, this part of the street is pretty much well developed. We've got the park here, so we just need to develop this little bit of a street here, this bit here, this bit here, and then we should, bing bang, walla walla bing bang, we'll have this area ready for a parade. But it's August now, so time is getting on, and we also need to keep on building up the happiness of the local peeps. So it's at 76%, so we are still making progress, but I just not quite sure how we can keep on doing it. But we are starting to get some peeps visiting the lounge club. Business rating isn't jumping up yet, but people are obviously gonna need time to make their opinion of the place. For hopefully my upgrades, which are providing good appeal, satisfaction, and beauty bonuses, will help out. You know. Right, come on, just need a little bit more money and I can afford that grocery store, because that's what I need. Could also build a supermarket actually, but I think a grocery store is a little bit more chic, which is what we need, because Greenwich Village is definitely a place for chic boutique and bohemian attitudes. And the grocer definitely says more, I'm not really sure what to say. And did that Staples fan, by the way, drive on the fucking pavement? I'm sure I just saw it corner wrong. By the way, buy Staples. But a grocery store definitely says more small business, which is like what all the hipsters and all that are all about, you know, like obscure stuff, and not all about the big corporations and the big business unless it's Apple. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go for just a nice little small thing while the camera just completely and totally misbehaves. Hey, where'd that staple van go, by the way? It's fucking vanished. I'll see you around, Staples van. I know you're around here somewhere. I was gonna see if it was gonna corner all wrong again. I mean, some of these people do seem to take big risks when cornering, but that's gonna be a thing we can deal with when we're next bored. But for now, let's get another grocery store going. This will help build us up. Development rating jumps up to 97% now. But that happiness rating just still isn't rising. But let's just hope the grocery store helps us out a little bit. Because I mean, yeah, it looks quite quaint actually. That was the word I was looking for, by the way, quaint. I just couldn't think of it, but right. Main sign, grocers. Let's round out the theme of this street with a nice little small sign. So that's looking quite nice in shopping district now. So we've got, you know, actually this street has a mix. We've got nightlife and shopping and food. So something for everyone on this street. Add the canopy like we've done here. Now what could we add? We can add equipment like ATM. Yeah, that's always useful. Also, display items. By the way, I think the sound's fucking up on the lounge club. It keeps seeming to... whoever's playing the piano just, like, gets halfway through a song and then he has to start it again. Sandwich board. A nice open sign as well. Oh, fresh. Yeah, fresh food. That's going to keep them happy as well. We've also got flower banks. Veggie... nice veggie display. That'll work. Yeah, now that definitely says bohemian and chic boutique, but it doesn't really fit because we can have a bargain bin. Actually, no, the bargain bin doesn't work. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna have a veggie display because that looks really nice. So we'll add that, and I'll just move the sign. So I'll get rid of that, and then I'll just put it here. There we go. Fresh veg, nice and boutique, nice and chic. Come and buy it. 1 day only, special offer. Flowers just to divide it from the lounge club. That looks perfect. That is going to definitely bring in some more business now. So let's have a look at what's going on with the information. First customer's already come in and he's raised the business rating by 2%. Who came in? A male poet. He absolutely loved it. Goths are loving it as well for some reason. Yeah, we definitely do have a big goth infestation in this area, but we just seem to be here. What do goths need, by the way? What does a goth need? Everything, apparently. Especially work. Goths need work. Right. What else can we build then? And, oh, look at that. 77% happiness rating now. We're getting closer. But now we've done this little part of Halloween Street. Let's focus on something else now. I think we've done a good job of satisfying the grey dollar here. But you know, we've satisfied quite a few of our needs. We're coming down, but there's still need for culture and food and drink for some reason. These guys just love their food and drink. But we do need to think about all the other people, of course, in Greenwich Village. We've got to keep them happy. So here's a Greenwich Village student person. She needs a Tex-Mex restaurant. Not going to build one. Not going to build an art gallery. Male poet wants a warehouse office. Those are really expensive and I can't afford them. This activist needs a French restaurant. No, I don't want to build a French restaurant here. It's too upscale. I'm sorry. We want chic. We want cheap. We want discount. You know, we're students. Students live on shoestrings, of course, and stuff like that. Small museum, that's going to be out my price range. French restaurants, Tex-Mexes. What is with the demand for French restaurants in this area? Are the French suddenly really popular for some reason? Street cafe, nah, I don't want to build one on the same street where I already have one. Art gallery, art galleries. Greek restaurant, yeah, we haven't built a Greek restaurant yet, we'll do that. Let's see, restaurants. Let's have a look at restaurants. Greek restaurant. It costs me 33,000 goddamn dollars. A French restaurant happens to be cheaper, by the way, even though it's going to cost you absolutely fucking loads of money to go there. So it's probably like a big loss leader or something. This art student has no needs, by the way, and they're doing that weird slidey thing again. She needs a lingerie store. I already have one, which is doing great. This guy doesn't have any needs. Right. We'll save up for a Greek restaurant. Going to cost us $33,000, so I'll just do that. Many cars going around, by the way. This male poet, by the way, needs a French restaurant. Maybe poets really like French food or something. Maybe it really inspires them, because obviously French culture. What about the guy in a tie? He needs a hairdresser. I already have one. Hostess, she doesn't have any needs. Humanities students, they don't have any needs. Look at all the big clumps of people we have, by the way. It's like watching like a herd of sheep or something. And look, oh god, like hordes just get vomiting out by the subway station, which reminds me of that place in D-Riser in Black Ops 3 / World at War. I love D-Riser, by the way. It was my favourite zombies map. But I've really gone off Call of Duty recently, unfortunately. I don't know why. I think it's because even though I really did try to defend Infinite Warfare, is that what it's called again? And, you know, told Activision off for, like, scamming us with shitty reboots, remasters, which we don't need, because, you know what, because, I mean, look at fucking Xbox. If they've made World at War and Black Ops 1 backwards compatible, wouldn't that just be the key solution to do? Like, rather than making you fork out like 70 odd quid for fucking Call of Duty 4, which I paid 5 quid for in the first place. But no, I've really gone off Infinite Warfare. I think it's because they made a gun called R3KT, which just really told me that the developers have straight up given up. I mean, and also according to my mate, Mr. Pwabt, who's recently come back to YouTube, by the way, because he's such a cool dude, even though he plays Overwatch, which is a game I'm not that hot on, unfortunately. I mean, I don't know, I just can't get into Overwatch, unfortunately. I think it's because I just prefer Team Fortress 2. It's not like I have any hate against Overwatch or anything. I mean, it's clearly a good game if it's getting so big a player base. I just don't think it's my cup of tea. Which is something gamers really need to get better at accepting, by the way, in my opinion. We're going to rant now while I wait for more money so I can afford Greek restaurants. I have to say, some gamers are just straight up rude and nasty to each other a lot of the time. I mean, I have my opinions on games I don't like. I mean, I don't like SimCity Societies, but then again, that's pretty much a universally held opinion that SimCity Societies is a shit game. Lethal RPG, some people don't like how much I bang on that game, how much I call it shit. But I do say, I mean, I have come to the revelation that Lethal RPG is a bad game, but I mean, it's well built, it's technically done, it's just dull. That's the bad thing, it's just dull. And I mean, I've got my Shutter review coming up, of course, and I do have my thoughts on that game. I don't know how people are going to react to my thoughts on that game. I mean, I don't even know how the devs are going to react to my thoughts on that game, even though the devs don't know I've done a Let's Play, but apparently they actively look at YouTube to see if people are making monetized YouTube videos about their game. So if someone's gone and tipped them off that I'm writing a review of Shutter, I'm going to get fucked up, even though I've already written one on Steam. And it was actually a positive review, but it doesn't give my full opinion away. So just wait for the main review to come out, where I'll be putting it on my scoreboard. Will it topple Limbo? Probably not topple Limbo. Limbo is definitely still the best game I've ever played on YouTube so far, but I think there will be a game which will topple Limbo sooner or later. It probably won't be Arkham Origins. It could be Rome Total War. Probably could even be The Sims, actually, because I really love The Sims, and I really do want to play more of The Sims. I mean, The Sims, to me, is probably one of the best games ever made. I mean, I don't know what it is about The Sims, but it is so addictive. I've been playing The Sims for pretty much all of my life. I mean, I think I started playing it when I was about 7, so basically I haven't been playing it for all my life. I just lied. Age of Empires 2 is a game I've been playing for all my life, but I've been playing The Sims for over 10 years now. And I mean, I loved the first one. I loved The Sims 2 even more, but I've never played The Sims 3 or 4, but I do hear good things about them, or bad things about them. I mean, overall, apparently the Sims games are still well received, so it's like the one franchise EA hasn't totally ruined. But, like, I don't know what it is about The Sims that just makes me love it so much. I think it might just be like you're crafting your own story or anything. Can we afford this goddamn Greek restaurant yet? Because we can afford a French restaurant, but I'm still not building one. I'm sorry, French restaurants are too upscale. I'm going to try and make this place like urban or something like that. Chic boutique, remember, chic. I mean, French is chic, but I think French is a little bit too chic. But come on. I'm so close. Come on, just a few more dollars, just a few dollars more. There we go. Right, Greek restaurant. People come to the Greek restaurant for many reasons. Foremost, to enjoy wonderful food from the cradle of civilization. They also enjoy the bacchanalian spirit of revelry and wine and the classical beauty of a waitress. Is that something to do with the film My Big Fat Greek Wedding, which wasn't really that good of a film, or at least in my opinion wasn't really a good film? I didn't enjoy that film at all. And I'm not even going to tell you what context I was watching it in, because I don't feel like telling you. But by the way, we're now at 98% development. So let's get this. Oh, by the way, demolishing a business allows you to clear ground in order to place another building in the space. Be aware you don't receive any money back for demolishing, by the way. Moving a building can be a cheaper alternative to demolishing. Use this option and you can make it like slide up and down a sidewalk. Well, I don't really want to demolish the Greek restaurant. I didn't build it by accident. I don't know why you're implying that, you stupid game. But right, let's get the signage up. So, Greek restaurant. I wonder if I'm competing with any other Greek restaurants, by the way. I wonder if there's going to be a Greek restaurant, like, restaurant war going on. Let's get a nice blue sign going on. Should we add an extra sign? We do have rooftop signs. Could have one that says restaurant. I don't know. I don't think that works. Like, yeah, but then again, it does work. You know, yeah, you know what? It works. I'm gonna put a restaurant roof sign. Then, you know, we've got, you know, well, I'm starting the roof sign empire. You know, I've got restaurant sign now. I've got sploosh sign over there. I'm gonna start a roof sign thing going on here. Do I want to increase my sphere of influence anymore? By the way, I don't know. What is the current sphere of influence? Just gonna expand it a little bit more, just so I capture all the student houses. I think that's what I'm gonna do. So let's just add one more sign, and that should give us the sphere of influence we need. So let's go with, what do we have? We have a triangle sign, or just the flat sign, by the way. I don't know if I want a triangle sign. I think I'm just gonna stick with a vertical sign. There we go. Greek. That looks good. Greek. You can probably get a lot of good screenshots in this game, by the way, if you position your camera properly. Let's see. Let's start off with some stuff, by the way. Let's get a waitress going. Appeal. What can we have? We can have little signs. Already getting customers in the Greek restaurant. That's what we need to see. Let's get a nice big menu stand, by the way. Let's do a tall one, because it's going to look cooler. And we'll build it here, so people coming around the corner can see it. Let's also do other things. Increase the capacity. Yeah, always got, you know, this is a good place for outdoor eating, like this area. And also, we're going to get an extra bonus through all this outdoor seating. You can sit here, right, and you can watch that Halloween parade go right by you. I'm providing you with the best seats in the house, even though you'll probably have to look at everyone else's back once the parade stuff goes up, because obviously everyone's going to queue up to line up and stare at the parade. That's pretty much all we can get going here, but I'm going to just add a nice little open sign as well, and I think that's all I'm going to do with the Greek restaurant. So there we go. Whole lot of ranting and raving to build up the tension and suspense for a Greek restaurant, and we built it. So what do we build next? Because I think probably about 2 more buildings, and we've probably got it. We're probably ready to launch and trigger the parade. We are getting quite close to October though, so that is a concern. This guy wants a warehouse office. He's not having it. This person wants a cafe. There's one right across the road. Newsagent. I think I have a newsagent quite close by, so I don't quite want to build one. I'm not building a grocery store. What about people here? Actually, oh, newsagent is a pretty popular demand, actually. You know what, yeah. I'll build an extra newsagent, because you know what, they don't cost a lot of money, and people just seem to want newsagents, so fine, I'll build a newsagent empire or something. So, where's newsagent? Ah, here we are, 17 grand, fair enough, quite cheap. Could build a pet store actually, but then again, I don't know. I don't think there's really that much demand for a pet store or a stationary store, because we're not really near the student area again. So right, building newsagents, because then the old folk can, you know, they can just come here, come across the sea, you know, street, still satisfying the people who live in my nice big ornate tenement. How are we doing in the tenement, by the way? What are the needs like? Are they still absolutely ludicrous because everyone's for some reason still needs food and drink, despite the fact there's like 3 restaurants nearby? No. It's actually dropping. Food and drink is still the most demanded thing, but it's actually dropping. Actually, no, now it's going up. Why do things go up whenever I look at them? Is it when I... Oh, wait, now it's going down. Still a big need for entertainment, though, so... but I don't really feel like building another comedy club, so that's not going to happen. I think we'll just focus on building the newsagents, because we just need less than $1,000, and then we should pretty much just be about ready. We'll definitely have a Halloween parade ready to go on time, sir. And then I think I will call it an episode once we have these 2 objectives done, and then we'll do another episode. Because I am going to split these up again, by the way, like I have mentioned. And then, because I believe we'll also just need to continue doing just some general building work until we can unlock the next district, which is something to look forward to as well. We're going to leave a small scale Greenwich village, and I can't remember which district comes next, because like I said, it's been a while since I last played this game, but we'll be moving into another district, so you know we're moving on up. But let's get this newsagent going. I mean, yes, it's going to compete with mine, but if I make both my newsagents good, then, you know, the profits should be shared quite nicely between them. Still on 98% development, so it clearly didn't do quite enough, but it's alright. Oh, wait, oh yes, we're on 99% actually now. So 1 more building, and we should be set. So we've just got to squeeze something in next to this great big towery building-y thing here, but right. Let's get the standard issue sign up, and then we'll get the standard issue canopy going. Also notice this building sticks out quite a bit, so it's going to hide some of my buildings, which isn't quite good, but I don't think it's really going to have that drastic of an effect. Let's go for a white canopy, by the way, something... Actually, no, I don't like that. That's a bit too ornate. Let's go for the stripy one. That looks better. Yeah, that looks much better now. Equipment, by the way. Photo booth? Nah. Vending machine? No, definitely. Let's get a vending machine going. Have a night... No, I don't want a bench next to a restaurant. Actually, that doesn't look good. Display items, get the newspaper board going. That says newsagent. Postcards, no. Newspaper, nah. Magazine rack, yeah, actually, yeah, because you can have a magazine and then you can go and get a hot dog over there. That works nicely. And then obviously the always popular open sign, just pop it over there. And then anything else, anything for satisfaction, like we've got the equipment, of course, we've got the shrubberies, and hey, I think he liked my newsagents, he just gave it money. Flowers, nah, that's gonna look stupid. I think that's all I'm gonna do with it, actually. That's all I feel like doing with it. Right, there we go. So 1 more building and we should be ready to go. Happiness is now at 78%, and I would love a hot dog, by the way, even if it is pentagon shaped, or at least a pentagon tri-hardinal or something. What's the name? Is it tetrahedron or something? That for like a big sausage shape thing. Like you get cubic tetrahedrons. I'm gonna have to look up the word tetrahedron later. But you know, we've got these nice big sausages here with sauce. I would love to. Actually, we've got the prices here as well, so we can get a corn dog, a HH dog, a K dog, a chili dog, a veggie dog, a X hot dog, burger, veggie burger, cheeseburger, BKS burger, and drinks from Tommy's Hot Dogs. Prices are quite decent as well, and much cheaper than what hot dog stands in my local area charge as well. That is absolutely a complete total fucking outrage. This poet, by the way, wants an office and he's not getting one. You want an art gallery, you're not getting one. You want a museum, you're not getting one. You want a street cafe, not getting one. Discount clothing store for the male musician, though. That is what I will build. A discount clothing store, comfy clothes. That keeps things nice and fresh. Cheap clothing as well for the elderly folk who don't quite want to go to the charity shop. Even though, how is the charity shop doing? Let's have a quick little look-a-rooney. Ooh, good profits, good profits. 1,000. Yes, I am making profit from the charity shop, by the way. Come at me. Let's have a look. Ooh, satisfaction overall is absolutely massive, by the way. We're attracting quite a broad spectrum of people, but we are getting mainly the activists, of course, rebellious students, goths, carefree people, people who don't have a lot of money, nostalgic people, family people, artists, musicians, yeah. People who like to patronise a charity, of course. What was I going to build now? I already forgot. What can we squeeze in this little corner here? Could have a coffee bar. Nah. Dive bar? Nah, I don't want to put a dive bar here. It kind of ruins the ace. Oh no, I was going to build discount clothing, wasn't I? I just remembered now. Right, discount clothing store then. So, discount clothing. World of affordable clothes piled high and sold cheap. There are a few extravagant items in the mix if you're lucky, but most of it's just nice, sensible, standard stuff. So there we go. Will that give us... Yes! Right, parade route ready for Halloween celebrations in Greenwich Village, and we've nearly got the happiness done. We're just 1% away, so let's get this happiness wrapped up once and for all, and then we can sit back and wait for the parade, which will be in tomorrow's episode. This episode, or the last 2 or 3 episodes, depending on how long I've been recording, will be just be build up to the parade, but I promise you the parade will be really, really, really cool, hopefully. Anyway, let's just get a nice little canopy for the discount clothing store. I wonder if I could pop a vertical sign here. I mean, it won't be seen if you're coming this way, but it might just get your attention if you're coming this way. So, you know, it helps. You know, every little helps for my little clothes store. What else can we pop in? Shrubs? Nah, don't look really good. Display items. Baseball caps? Nah. Shirt rack though? Yeah, I don't want to do it for this shop actually. Open sign, no, get the open sign going. And we'll just put in some shrubbery and some flowers. You know, we've got some nice conifers, so you know we can make this place look nice at least. So there we actually no, that's not even. I'm gonna put in some nice medium conifers there. There we go, nice conifers. Not really sure what they're supposed to be doing, but they help. And now we just need one more happiness point, and then we can call it a day, and we can say we are ready for the parade, which will be starting in just 24 hours of game time. But I'm not really sure how fast. I mean, I think we can speed up time, by the way. I just haven't bothered doing it because I forgot we could. But yeah, I'm not really sure what the scale of time is, by the way. So let's find things people want, but I haven't built yet. I want to build. Oh, a supermarket. No, I don't want to build so close to the grocery store. It doesn't feel right. Hairdresser, nah. Art gallery, nah. Warehouse off. Oh, hello. Well, that appeared and disappeared, but I just saw the death egg robot threatening death. Yeah. If you want to go back and pause the video, you can probably see it, but I've got an idea. Was it on... well, no, there's just a picture of a big black guy here now, but it says Business Empire, $250,000 reported. I'm assuming that's supposed to be me then. That's the guy inside the robot, a really smooth looking dude, but good. Making good profits now. $250,000 total profit, so we've already made pretty much half my starting capital. But it obviously isn't here because I keep spending it all. Like, yeah, that's what I do in any Tycoon game, isn't it? Maybe I need to stop irresponsibly spending all my money instantly and like save it up and stuff, but fuck that. I'm never going to win Traffic Giant, by the way, but I will continue playing it. I mean, I am going to try and beat that really bullshit hard mission we got stuck on. Anyway, any needs, anything we want to build, or you know what, I might just pick something for myself. Oh, Blues oh, too late, we won. There we go. So wait until October 2 PM when crowns will begin to form. The parade will then begin at 8 PM on October. So that's actually the next month, and that's actually where I'm going to call it an episode. But we do still have stuff to do, by the way, folks. We need to continue building up the area in order to basically accumulate enough profit or scratch or whatever in order to unlock the next district. But we're going to wait for the parade, but that is going to be for tomorrow, my friends. So I bid you a good night over these past few episodes, and I look forward to seeing you all again for more building up in New York. See you later.